What would you do if your orders were to walk into machine gun fire and never look back? On June 6, 1944, D-Day, thousands of young Americans did exactly that at Omaha Beach. This was the hour that turned a plan into sacrifice and history into freedom. Operation Overlord was the biggest amphibious invasion the world had ever seen. Omaha was America's hardest bite of the Normandy coast, wide, exposed, and backed by high cliffs bristling with German defenses. If Omaha failed, the push into Europe could have stalled before it began. At dawn, the ramps dropped. Boats hit the sand. Men hit the water. What trained hours couldn't prepare them for was the chaos. Armored tanks sunk in the surf, obstacles and mines ripping through landing zones, and German fire that found the men before the men could find cover. Imagine chest, deep water, a helmet full of seawater, and the only shelter is the sand around you. A place that feels like nowhere and yet decides everything. This wasn't strategy on paper, it was small acts of courage. A sergeant who carried a wounded friend to safety. A lieutenant who improvised a path up a shingle bank. A handful of rangers who climbed where others could not. Those moments, ragged, raw, real, are why the line moved at all. The first hours were a fight to survive. Communication broke down. Command turned to initiative. Young NCOs and corporals stepped up. Sailors and engineers blew lanes through obstacles. Destroyers steamed close and pounded the bluffs. Victory on Omaha didn't come from a single plan. It came from thousands of split-second choices and a stubborn refusal to quit. By the afternoon, bite by bloody bite, small footholds became a beachhead. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't quick. Men who'd never met became brothers in a matter of hours. But the price was heavy. Hundreds killed, thousands more wounded. The cost was counted in names later etched into stone on a hill above the beach. Omaha Beach is not just a battlefield on a map. For Americans, it's a story about what we ask of our young in dark times. Courage, sacrifice, and the willingness to step forward when the future hangs in the balance. Those men didn't fight for glory, they fought so the next generations could be free. When you stand by the sea today and feel the same wind those soldiers felt, remember their choice. Not every story from Omaha is a headline. Many are small, quiet acts that changed the world. On D-Day, ordinary Americans did something extraordinary. We owe them more than thanks. We owe them memory, lest we forget.